One of the greatest benefits of a strong meditation practice is learning how to tap into the guidance of our spirit. Many of us tend to learn meditation as a way to follow our breath, to pay attention to our thoughts, to feel our sensations and our emotions. And this skill of observation is valuable, but we can also tap in at a much deeper level in our sitting practice, which is tapping into our true guidance through intuition. And this is a skill of deeper listening that I'd like to guide you through briefly at the end of today's talk. So more than just breathing, more than just feeling, more than observing, we can go deep and also listen. And listen to our guidance, which can lead us towards our true path, our purpose, our greatest joy. And it basically unleashes energy. When we tap into our guidance, it's like tapping into a health system, tapping into a way of life. It means bypassing the conscious thinking mind that often operates from past and fear and future, and really dropping into the now and allowing yourself to be in touch with now and what feels true now. And I think that's a scary concept to people because they think that, that means you're going to be all over the place, you'll have no focus. And sometimes people have this fear of meditation and that they'll just become a doormat and very passive and let life happen to them. And that couldn't be further from the truth. When you learn meditation, you become a leader of your life. You learn what it means to be the CEO of your life and the leader of your consciousness and how you live every aspect of your life. It's said that we make over 30,000 decisions in a given day. I don't know if that number is actually true. Sometimes we make choices that are conscious and unconscious. But from the moment we wake up, we're deciding how to direct our energy and our intention, as well as our attention. So imagine waking up and knowing, what you need to focus on and living in a way that's intentional and conscious about how you're spending your time and energy. Hi, Ness. It's great to see you. So how do you know that you're tapping into your inner guidance? People often ask, how do I know if it's my true guidance or if it's just the voice in my head that's telling me what to do? So the voice of guidance tends to be fresh, original, you could say unique. The ideas that come from our ego mind are often, based on what's happened in the past. Oftentimes it's success that's happened in the past for other people. And maybe you see the way somebody else is living and you want to copy that. So that's different. That has a different energy than living your own authentic path. So in the Bhagavad Gita, it actually says it's better to live your own path in a very messy, crazy kind of way than to try to copy somebody else's path perfectly. That you actually collect this negative karma or negative energy when you're, in a sense, inauthentically living somebody else's life or somebody else's expectation of your life. So this is what meditation draws out for us. It's our genuine, sincere, deepest desire and passion, our spiritual passion. And the way you'll know it's your guidance is that it's fresh, it's original, it's sometimes even weird. It'll ask you to do things that are just out of your normal realm of doing and being. And it's like that for a reason, because we're created to evolve and we're meant to create as human beings. That's our greatest power. is to create in this lifetime. Not necessarily recreate what everybody else has done, but just live true from our own self, which takes a lot of courage. And that's what we also resource and discover through a strong practice, is the energy of our heart and learning to live from a deep inner space. The voice of guidance also is loving, and it's very open. So you'll find that it feels like it's coming from a place of inclusiveness, abundance. There isn't this sense of pressure, or if you don't do this, then nobody's gonna like you. There's no like other voices that are negative in the background like that. There's no pressure with guidance. Guidance isn't going to try to make you do something that makes you feel horrible. Oftentimes when you tune into it, there's actually a sense of excitement. It might throw us out of our comfort zone, but there's a feeling of anticipation, and there's a feeling of, yes, this is right. I feel like if I take this action, it'll be good for me. It feels good and healthy. That's another guide of knowing that it could be coming from your true guidance, and that when you imagine it, when you act on it, it gives you peace. It gives you a sense of relief. You feel a sense of expansion, and you feel a sense of freedom. And this is you coming closer to your true self, because that's the vibration that we're meant to live in, is this sense of enoughness, abundance, being, not necessarily like being grippy and tight and tense and running around like a chicken with its head cut off, which is how a lot of us feel throughout the day, is we're just scattered and we're not centered. So I think when we follow guidance, it feels balancing. It has a feeling of being like your energy is coming together. Sometimes I think when we're creating from our ego mind, we get so ambitious from the ego that it feels like we're just reaching, and we're always reaching and chasing, and we're throwing ourselves out of our body because we're in this state of proving and performing, and I have to show people that I'm good and I have to prove. Guidance is like an energy that feels like it's coming in, and it's coming towards your center. It feels more connected, and you feel more embodied, and you feel like yourself. You feel that you're being honest and you're being truthful. I do want to also share some ways that we block our guidance. And the number one way is with the mind, because the mind is the one that throws up fear and reasons and excuses and doubt, voices of insecurity. You're not good enough. Who the heck do you think you are? So that's a huge block. Another block is our old wounds and our old patterns that keep us stuck in like a very fixed kind of bound way of doing things. It's not very flexible. There's a rigidity that's there, and there's a condition that's there. If I do this, then something bad will happen. So it's really important to look at our beliefs, to look at our past traumas, to look at all the other voices that are playing in the background. And the value of meditation is that, yes, you learn how to come in touch with the thoughts in your mind, the feelings in your body, the subtle sensations, the energy. And the more and more you are in touch with this, the more you're able to discern different kinds of energy and vibration. And with that, you'll know when you are hearing the voice of mom or dad, and when you're hearing true inner guidance. That's the benefit of meditation. It allows you to discern between the subtle energies within yourself, because that's how guidance speaks to us. It's subtle. It comes through as a voice. It can come through as something you see, a premonition, a vision through clairvoyance. It comes through as something that you feel. So these are the ways that we receive guidance. And I just like to check in and see, hi. Thanks, Nas, for staying with me. It's fun to talk to somebody. And we'll just close with a short guided meditation for connecting to our true guidance. And one of the best ways to get in touch with this place within ourselves is through our heart center. Our heart doesn't lie. It might be scary to follow the heart, but our heart has a deeper wisdom and intelligence. So I invite you to find a place to just be comfortable, and let's take a few heart breaths. We'll take 3 heart breaths together, and with each breath, you'll imagine light extending outward, a white golden light that extends outward and surrounds you like a circle, a sphere. So we're going to breathe in together, breathing into the heart space, and exhaling, seeing a sphere of white golden light around you, unconditional love. And again, breathing into the heart space, allowing it to soften and open, exhaling out, connecting to your divine center. And one more breath like that, breathing in and exhaling, seeing and feeling this light extend upwards to the heavens and downwards towards the earth, and feeling that sense of security and infinite love all around you, knowing that love is always available and that love is here. Let yourself rest in your heart center and simply ask, what have I been called to? What keeps coming up for me? What's a message I keep receiving that I haven't yet answered? A message, a vision, an idea. It can be anything. Anything big or small. But just name it. There is something that's there. Be willing to see it and name it. And lastly, what's one small step I could take towards this inner calling? What's one small thing I can do? Breathing in and breathing out. Just taking this time to acknowledge your own guidance, what's coming from within you, what's really coming from within you. If you'd like to tune into this kind of meditation and practice it daily, if you spend time in quiet and calm every day, it helps you to become more receptive to your own guidance. And this guidance is an energy that loves you, that protects you, that guides you on your own path. And what I recommend is starting with a few minutes of relaxation, allowing yourself to be in an energy that feels loving and supportive, and then letting yourself listen from the space within your heart. bring your energy and your attention into your heart and just be quiet. Listen from that place. And at the end of your meditation, you can set an intention based on the silence or the peace that you received. And something to know is that your guidance also follows your intention. When you become conscious of an intention, your guidance will flow and allow you to realize that intention. And it takes a lot of self-love to be open to your guidance and to act on it. Thanks so much for joining. It's lovely to talk to you about one of my favorite topics. I hope you found benefit in this, and I'd love to hear what came up for you during this meditation. What were you guided to, if you feel moved to share, and if this was helpful for you, or if you found it challenging, and just sharing your true experience.